Okay, I'm at Suloman's Dairy in Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania. It's a cute little spot out here. So as it turns out, the cows are calving right now. So they gotta feed the calves, and this is the only time of year where they don't make chocolate milk. It's the last thing that they make. They produce the milk first, the regular stuff. But when they're calving, I guess, and they're running low, they don't produce the chocolate. Another couple of weeks and they would have had it, and local people have great things to say about it. I'll have to keep it on my list. It won't be one I'll get today or on this trip. A little bit bummed about that. Bad timing. I hope I don't run into that anywhere else, but we'll see. Well, we'll continue on. All right, we're on Hahn's Dairy Road. Must be the right place. They've got a road named after him, so looking forward to this. It's been a fun drive out here so far. All right, I'm at Hahn's Cloverleaf Dairy in Palmerton, Pennsylvania. They've been bottling milk here for about 50 years. And I just got to speak with one of the owners, Roger Hahn, hilarious guy, and some of his friends from town. Very funny, and speaking in the Pennsylvania Dutch accent. One guy was even speaking Dutch, so. Chocolate milk is I don't know what the ingredients are, because all of the caps have orange drink. They're using orange drink caps. They stopped making the orange drink, but they had a bunch of leftover caps, so they decided to cap the chocolate milk with it. So it's pretty unique and pretty funny. So how is this stuff? Oh yeah, it's gorgeously simple. It's malty, it's girthy. The cream disperses magically in the mouth, and they said it's about 5.5% butterfat because they add cream to the whole milk that goes in there. So you can really tell it's deliciously creamy, and it just carries the flavor all the way through. Woo! The stuff's not to be missed. Hahn's Cloverleaf Dairy in Palmerton. I'm upset that I didn't visit this place on my first trip through Pennsylvania, because this is outstanding stuff, and if I didn't know about it, then maybe there's a few other people that don't know about it, and you should look them up. Hahn's in Palmerton, awesome stuff. Kolb's Farm Store in Spring City, PA. Cute little half pint of chocolate milk here. Really nice store inside there. They got all kinds of ways to blow your diet out of the water. It's got a pretty fast flavor. It's very quickly accessible to your taste buds. It's thin viscosity. It's not over the top creamy like some of the ones I've had recently, and it is not a whole lot of girth to it. So it does taste good for what it is. Not a bad way to spend a few minutes with one of these. I picked up a quart as well for 99 cents. So hey, you can still get decent chocolate milk for under $1. Oh, chickens. Let's go say hi to the chickens. I guess they're probably used to getting fed by people doing this. Sorry chickens, I don't got nothing for you. Now, back at Wawa. Whitehaven, PA, and no wonder it was hard to get a hotel last night. It's Hoagie Fest, whatever the hell that means. All right, I feel obligated to buy the Double Dutch chocolate milk if they have it inside, just due to the apparent rarity of it last time I was out here. It's the only Double Dutch one they have left, and it's mangled. Okay, so kind of struck out there. They had a ton of 1% chocolate milk, which yeah, I picked one up because I got to review it, but that's not really what I'm after. They had one Double Dutch in a pint, and it was mangled, and it's mangled. 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 It was mangled. And leaking and sticky. So, all right, got some Yoder's Golden Guernsey milk, as advertised in plastic and glass. Yeah, so how is this stuff? I'm anxious to try it. Wow, it's actually got a lot of flavor. It's got a real salty punch to it. and it's you can taste the grass, the grassiness in the cream, which is something I really appreciate. I'd say from the chocolate perspective, it's more on the malty end of the spectrum than, say, like the dark, sour, mature type of cocoa flavor. But man, this is a really delicious stuff. This is at Yoder's Country Market in New Holland, Pennsylvania. Yeah, outstanding. Everything, texture, taste, everything's spot on. Good stuff, Yoder's. Pennsylvania remains the gift that keeps on giving. There's so much chocolate milk there. This is now my third time through and still haven't gotten everything. And I will be back, so you'll see the next couple of videos also deal with Pennsylvania chocolate milk that I didn't get on either of the first 2 runs through. So unfortunately, Hahn's Cloverleaf Dairy is not open at the moment. I believe they shut down operations just a couple months after I visited in August of 2019. I don't know if it's a temporary closure or if it's permanent, but either way, I wish Roger and his family and the employees there all the best, and also the customers in the distribution area who are used to an impossibly high standard of dairy product for over 50 years. Where are they going to turn now? And I guess Pennsylvania is as good a state as any to be in, to find some great local dairy products. So yeah, I'm just reminded of Roger in his overalls with no shirt on underneath, tooling around in a golf cart, making me and everybody else around him laugh. I'm sure he's still doing that to some extent now. And if Hahn's Cloverleaf Dairy ever does reopen, I'd love to be there for it. All right, got some Yoder's Golden Guernsey milk, as advertised in plastic and glass, and got a bag of sourdough broken pretzels when in Rome. And this thing's got some heft to it. You could really beat the fuck out of somebody with this thing. I hope it doesn't come down to that. Yeah, so how is this stuff? I'm anxious to try it.